Hi, my name is Daniel Marquez, and I'm just here to show you a group project that I did with two other guys, Andrew and James. And this is something that I did in semester 2 of year 2, so just last semester of the time that I'm recording right now. Each of us had different priorities. We all did everything, and we try to help each other out in everything, but each one of us had a focus. So Andrew did the table that you'll see in the main page of the application. James, he did a lot of the SQL, and I did a lot of the login, the registration, profiles, and also customization and how things look like. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I have a sample username and a sample password of an account that has been created. This is basically iPlan, and it's something. It's a planner, really. You can put your events, you can put the time that you're going to have them at, and you can add events to it. So let's say that you have no account and you want to register. Well, then you can just register a new user by just putting in whatever you want. You'll see that it's actually similar enough to the single project, and that's because I used some of that code into here because it was basically the same thing. And so we have this, and then cancel and register. Again, the menu that we have up here are also things to do with the buttons here, actions that we can take. If you press register though, and if you don't put something, it's going to tell you over here. So let's just cancel, and let's go back into the main login page here, and let's log in. This is just a simple Dan and 1234 log in, and I've added a few events that we have here. So let's start by going through the top to the bottom. So this is iPlan. In here you can actually search for an event. This is basically like a little search bar. You have three types of three ways of searching for events. Have name, description, and time. And you can press search event to search for that time, and there's basically nothing in there right now. So something like that. So you have name, description. These are empty because you actually have to select your event. So let's say we want to see this meeting, and we select this one. So it's going to tell you the full name, it's going to give you the full name, and it's going to give you the full description, which in here you don't really have. You could try, and we allow you to resize it, but I mean, you can't really see it like that. And so you have an actual description, and if it's really long, it's actually gonna add a scroll bar to it. Okay, so you'll see that there is actually no logout or edit profile or anything like that here. This is because I wanted to make it a little bit simpler, and in a lot of real life applications you don't really have the option to like log out and do all those things in the main GUI. You want something a little bit hidden, because people aren't really going to be logging in and logging out just like that. I mean, if someone were to use this application, they'll probably just exit out and that's it. So I do have it here though, account, and you can see your profile and you can log out. So logging out will just take you back to the main page, and then we can log back in. The profile, it's actually going to give you your profile. So everything that you have, these are the details of my account that I put down, and it just allows you to edit your profile if there are anything that you need to update, or if you want to update your password, you can do so, and it's just going to tell you that your profile has been edited. And once we go back into it, you'll see that the age has been changed. I am now a female, and it's been updated. So we can add events really easily. You press add event. It's gonna ask what's the name of the event. Now there's error checking for all of these, but let's say we want some meeting or dinner. Let's say it's dinner. We're going out to dinner, and dinner would be at around 9 p.m., 21 hours. The description of the event: going out to dinner with friends. Right, we press OK. And that right there has been added. And once we click that, you actually have the name, you have the description, and you have the option to remove it. Basically, the remove event will remove the event from the table. Now, this is all done using an SQL database. It's all stored in the SQL database. Both the users, we have a table for users, and we have a table for the events, and they're both linked together with a relationship. So something you can do then, it's search, and you could search, let's search for everything that has the letter E in it. And in its name, do we have any? Yeah, we do have the meeting. So we search for the event, and actually all of them have E in their name. So let's say O. Let's go with an O. So O. So there you go. This is the only event that actually has an O on it. And this is just great for you to just as you have a lot of events, you want to be able to search for them, and this is what we wanted to do. But you don't want to be writing some other meeting, right? You want to just say some. You know that there's something that there is an event that has the name some in it. You just want to find it, so search for that event. Maybe the keyword dinner, and you know that maybe it's not in the name, and I'm pretty sure we do have it in the name, but let's say it's in the description. You search for the description, and I thought we had, oh, we deleted it. Right, we deleted it. No problem. But let's say you do have something with dinner thing. So description, I can see that there is something there. So something with the description, search event, it'll give you the one that has description on it. Doesn't have to be full thing. It can be just a word to tell you the other ones. The one that people might actually find useful is the event time. You want to know, what do you have at a particular time? So let's say, do I have anything at 10 a.m.? Yes, I do. At 10 a.m. I have a meeting, and this is a meeting with important people. So that's how you do it. Let's say now that we want to display all events, and that's what this is really used for. Once you've searched for something, or you want to just go back, display all the events, and this will display all the events that you have for that year. So again, in this particular project, what I did is I did the layouts, I did just placing things, I did a lot of the coloring and just how it looks, and I did the entire profile page together with the login page. I also helped a lot in the SQL creation. Now, Andrew, for example, he did all of the table functionality, and all of this comes from him. He's the one that has done that. And a lot of the SQL statements and getting things from SQL, updating and all that, that was all done by James. He was the one responsible for that, as well as helping us all with other things. His main focus was the SQL. I believe that's everything covered. We can just remove events, and oh yeah, and then you have just shortcuts over here, options, exit out. This will exit out, and then you can also add events by just doing this.